Royal Mail has recently announced its decision to withdraw its fleet of mail trains by October 2024. The decision will bring to an end 194 years of specially designated Royal Mail trains running on the UK National Rail network. The current fleet of Class 325 electric multiple units work the West Coast Main Line between the Princess Royal Distribution Centre in Willesden, northwest London, and the Shieldmuir Mail Terminal on the outskirts of Glasgow. Until recently, there were also less frequent services operating on the East Coast Main Line between Willesden and Low Fell in Gateshead. There are 15 Class 325 units in the fleet. Each unit consists of 4 cars. The trains are usually operated as 2-unit sets, which therefore have 8 cars. Another unit, tops number 325010, was cannibalised for spares and scrapped in 2012. The 15 units, which run at a maximum speed of 100 miles per hour, are owned by Royal Mail and operated under contract by DB Cargo UK. They are energised by the 25 kV AC overhead line equipment, but are also fitted with contacts used to draw traction current from the 750 volt DC third rail system. Royal Mail has said its decision to withdraw the trains is an economic one. It cites the increasing cost of electricity and maintenance of the vehicles, which are now around 30 years old. In a letter to DB Cargo UK staff, Company Chief Executive Andrea Rossi said, Royal Mail has made it abundantly clear that its decision is purely down to the increasing cost of electric current for traction, that's EC4T, and the high investment needs of its ageing 325 fleet. This is not a decision against DB Cargo UK, but one against the economics of rail freight as a mode of transport. controversy continued. As a result, we will now be seeking urgent talks with the new Labour government, policymakers and other key industry stakeholders to see what more can be done to level the playing field between rail freight and the heavily subsidised road haulage sector. For some time now we have been lobbying government to address the issue of high EC4T charges, which are beyond the price many of our customers can afford to pay. Indeed, this is why we ourselves had to take the difficult decision to withdraw our Class 90s. Royal Mail is under considerable financial pressure, with its parent company, International Distribution Services, making a loss in excess of £1 billion in the financial year ending April 2023. Having implemented a raft of cost-saving measures, IDS was able to limit losses to a modest £75 million in the financial year ending April 2024. As has been widely reported by the media, Royal Mail has wanted to trim costs even further by delivering only 3 days of the week. It also plans to overhaul its domestic delivery network, which will have less reliance on both air and rail transport. Speaking of the company's decision, a Royal Mail spokesman said Royal Mail will continue to use rail services to transport mail across the country. However, our own freight trains are at the end of their operational lives. The trains are almost 30 years old, and it's increasingly difficult to secure parts for maintenance and the routes we need to meet our service requirements. To improve reliability, increase cost effectiveness and remain consistent with our environmental goals, over the coming months we will cease operating our own trains, whilst continuing to use a mix of rail, road and air to transport mail to all corners of the UK. After 30 years of loyal service, these Class 325 units will soon be gathering dust or heading for the breaker's yard. I think that's a terrible shame, because every train can carry the cargo of dozens of heavy goods vehicles. I hear what Royal Mail are saying about investing in greener technology for its road transport fleet, but that will do nothing to alleviate congestion on the nation's roads. I would be sad to see the 325s go, but hopefully they won't be forgotten.